Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Outback Puzzler. My name's Kim. Today we're going to start Pokemon All-Stars. It's a nice 5,000 piece Ravensburger and I think this is going to be a fantastic puzzle. I think this is a fantastic puzzle for people just starting to get into the large piece counts. I think it's really colour blocky. It's, it's all sectioned out, so it's not too overwhelming and quite easy to sort, I reckon. The reason I wanted to do this puzzle is I love Pokemon. I remember my brother and I, it was like our first little video games. We both got a Game Boy Color and our first games were Pokemon Red and Blue. So I'm a big fan of the old school Pokemon, and this is the original 151. Not all of them, but only part of the original 151. So I'm excited to do it. I think it's going to be really colourful, and I don't think it's going to take me that long, in the grand scheme of things for a 5,000 piece puzzle. I think it's going to be good. So unfortunately we have to sort first. Let's get into it. Whew. Always double and triple check your bags. The last thing you want to do is get to the end of a puzzle this size, realise you're missing a piece, and it's been in the bag the whole time. Oh my gosh. You forget how much 5,000 pieces looks like in a pile. Whew. Very cool. Where I Ugh. Look at all this puzzle dust. My hands, I don't know if you can see, my hands are like stained blue. Gross. Alright, so sorting only took just over 2.5 hours, which I think is amazing. I did take a break in the middle for lunch and stuff, but I'll show you the piles I've sorted into. It's actually a pretty decent sort for me, I've got to say. It's more detailed than I would normally go into, but it was an easy sort. So I'll show you what I've done. So in box one, I've got the brown background. It's not that you can see, the sun's beaming in, it's in the shadow, but the brown background, red background, orange border, all the greys, light grey and dark grey, red pieces, green. This pile is just a hodgepodge. It started being brown and just kind of ended up being brown and miscellaneous. Pink background. This one was the easiest to pick out. There's so much of it and it was so easy to see. Pink, purple, blue background, green background, yellow, all the light coloured pieces, there's like white and yellow and aqua and all sorts of colours in there. Yellow background, this was definitely the hardest to tell, so there will be heaps of yellow background in here. And then that giant pile of blue. I didn't realise there'd be so much blue. Right, so now I need to clean up all this puzzle dust and get myself sorted, and I've got the computer and stuff back there. I need to move some things. And then we should be able to make this border. I don't think that'll be too hard either. Should be good. Alright, thought it was time for a bit of a check-in. We're somewhere between 10 and 11 hours in, and I feel like this puzzle is just flying by. It's so great. Let me show you where I'm up to. So this is where we're at. That green section went so quickly. Really loving this puzzle. I've got a few hours today that I can work on it, so hopefully I can get another good chunk done. I'm thinking maybe I might start work on the yellow section, only because that's where my favourite Pokemon are, so it's got to be done. Right, let's get into it. This is where we're at the 20-hour mark. It's coming along really well. And I think we might leave it here for part one. Some of this puzzle's going so fast, and then other times I get really stuck, and that's when I just chop and change, and that's sort of why bits and pieces are done all over the puzzle. Hopefully I can finish it all in another 20 hours. I'm not halfway yet, but I found the more I put in, especially in specific colours, the quicker this puzzle goes. So the second half should come along quite well. I'm loving like doing all the Pokemon. It's like bringing back childhood memories, and I'm trying to like name them as I do them, and I definitely cannot remember them all, but I can remember most of them. All right, we'll see you all in part 2. Bye.